Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Daryl Guberman, CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, a quality consulting firm here in Connecticut. We've been open for 13 years as of August of 2024, and we've been in business now, as I said, 13 years, but we've been involved with quality, aerospace, medical implants, printing, and plastic distribution, where we dealt with every industry under the sun. Today, this is about FAA, liar, liar, pants on fire, because now they're coming back after the horse has escaped. Meaning, after the Alaskan Air popped its cork like a champagne bottle, Mr. David Calhoun gave a speech about, yes, our regulator, the FAA, is looking into it, doing procedures. Ladies and gentlemen, they were made an FAA regulator in 2009. If you don't believe it, here's the actual article. I have it. Look at the information down below in the description. You'll find this, and here it is. It stated that FAA increased the authority of Boeing's commercial airplanes division to self-certify its own aircraft. And everybody talks about the FAA regulator. Why didn't David Calhoun have enough pride in his abilities to foster integrity in the workforce, to foster it, rather than think about cost-cutting initiatives like Dennis Muhlenberg did in 2019, cutting back 900 inspectors, okay? Cutting their throat, basically, because a disaster is on the horizon. This is nothing. This is really nothing when you really think about it. I'm going to show you why. You have the factor over here where it's talking about the MCAS system. Boeing never had to tell the FAA about placing the MCAS system. In fact, they could design it, build it, fly it, and approve it. That's basically what they said here. And let me go on further. It said that the authority extended to Boeing under the new system allows Boeing employees to perform tasks on behalf of the FAA that include oversight of testing and product standards, along with, and this is MCAS, along with certification of aircraft technologies and new aircraft designs. So there's a problem. It stems even further back, ladies and gentlemen, because I've gotten in touch with the news media. They don't want to let the truth out, and I'm going to tell you why. Because in 2002, Boeing came out, Boeing came out with a supplier bulletin. The supplier bulletin, which is right here, the supplier bulletin basically says this: an on-site survey of supplier quality system if need be. Our preference is to deal with proven suppliers with excellent quality performance and not have to do on-site quality system surveys, which means this. By the way, they talk about ANSI-ANAB in there. So that's the only accreditation body that they see fit to use. On their supplier portal, they call out ANSI-ANAB or international equivalent. Boeing sits on ANSI-ANAB's board, and they sit on the board of ANAB that can grant, suspend, and withdraw certification. You find anything wrong with that? I am a quality registrar. So what they did with me is they froze me out. I've had so many customers that had AS9100 certificates say, Daryl, we'd like to jump on board with you. We know we will get better service 24/7, basically, just about with us. That's what I based my company on. That's why we've been open for almost 13 years. And I'm going to say this. You know something? They blocked me in. It is against the Sherman-Clayton Act of 1890. They are a monopoly. They hold their accreditation bodies like this. Okay, they're on their boards. They force it down suppliers' throats on their supplier portal. Okay, they forced it down their suppliers on this bulletin from 2002 for 22 years. Well, maybe we could do an audit. We don't have to, though. Just do this. And let me show you what it is so you learn. You send in the AS9100 certificate. Make sure you have the logo so the purchasing guy could check it off his requirement on his purchasing thing, on his check sheet. He sends it in, puts it in a file. He says, send us your parts. They send the parts in, and Boeing doesn't have to send any inspectors to the facility. So they don't know whether they're getting the damn thing from a swamp. Unbelievable. Very unbelievable. And it's not really unbelievable. I've been dealing in quality for 40 plus years. I've seen a lot of things go on. But I'm going to say this. We have exposed this. We have looked into this. We have contacted some of the attorneys concerning this massive issue because for 22 years, it appears that Boeing has neglected to send source inspectors out to the source. And you can see this with recent failures because we have things in engineering, they call it accumulating tolerances. If you don't go at least to see your supplier once every 2 years or something, you got a problem going on. And it appears from that procedure, they didn't do that. Well, your quality certificate attests to the integrity and quality that you're going to send us. Unbelievable. I'm going to leave it here. I think I've said enough, and remember this. For the attorneys that are going to be used for Boeing, you may try as you may. We have given our services to several of the attorneys. We've sent them information about all this mess. In fact, a lot of information will be down in my video in the description. You will find out that what we have is the truth. And they're going to try to make some mess up, some lies, all the rest of that. I've dealt in the arena of court. And as an attorney of 40 years had said to me, he said, Daryl, both federal and state court are no more than blue smoke and mirrors. Well, let me just tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, the lawyers that are fighting for the victims of Alaska Air, I bring clarity to that fog of blue smoke and mirrors. I will cut through that fog of blue smoke and mirrors. What you have with me is the truth. What you have with Boeing is not good. 203-556-1493 or Daryl, DARYL, TQRS @yahoo.com. I thank you.